Okay, voters went to the polls yesterday in 5 states in what was the first primary since the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe versus Wade.
Joining now to talk about the outcomes of some of these key races is the president of Citizens United and 2016 Trump deputy campaign manager David Bossie. David, thanks for joining us. So let's start with the New York race for governor. So we've got 4 GOP candidates that went into yesterday's race. None of them had a Donald Trump endorsement. We know that Lee Zeldin came out the winner, beating out, among the other candidates, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani's son, Andrew. David, do you think that Zeldin is the candidate needed to beat Governor Kathy Hochul this November?
Well, Lee Zeldin's a tremendous member of Congress, a tremendous conservative leader in Washington, D.C., and he's going to point out, and rightly so, the disastrous Biden policy. He's going to run to make New York great again because it's not had good leadership in a very long time. He got into this race, all the Republicans got in this race when there was a different governor, and he had to resign. And we all, it's been so many news cycles ago, but we forget the corruption that New Yorkers are having to live with. We forget the crime that New Yorkers are having to live with, the terrible economy that the New Yorkers are having to live with. So Lee Zeldin is a tremendous candidate. He won the nomination last evening, and he is going to be a force to be reckoned with this November.
Yeah, it could be a Republican year in New York for the first time in a long time, a state that hasn't had a Republican governor since 2006. Lee Zeldin is going to be joining us in just a few minutes here on Wake Up America to talk about what his campaign looks like now that he is officially the nominee. I want to go to Oklahoma. We were expecting this. Again, no Trump nomination there. T.W. Shannon, Markwayne Mullin, congressman from Oklahoma, will go to a runoff, which will take place 2 months from now, August the 23rd. Markwayne Mullin getting 44% of the vote in this. We've had presidential winners like Bill Clinton get less of the popular vote and move on. Why do we still have these runoff elections?
Well, each state gets to do what they feel is best for their citizens. And in some states, it's a 40% threshold. Some it's a 35% threshold. Some states it's a 50% threshold. Here we're going to see 2 incredible Trump candidates, 2 people who embody the America First agenda going against each other. So President Trump, even if he endorses somebody, is going to get a win for the America First agenda, no matter who comes out of this runoff.
Yeah. David, let's talk about Trump-backed candidates. So among the winners, GOP Rep. Mary Miller, who actually beat out GOP Rep. Rodney Davis in the race for Illinois' 15th district. We've got former President Donald Trump endorsed Miller over Davis, who did not vote to overturn the 2020 election and supported establishing a January 6th investigative commission. So we've got people that are backed by Trump, and a lot of those did pan out. But David, we've also seen some folks who have not been backed by Trump, and they've won. How powerful is the Trump endorsement? Because, of course, we're seeing some of these things that are coming out of the January 6th hearings. Talk about the power of the Trump endorsement moving forward.
It has been an incredible force. So far this cycle, it's going to continue to be a big force moving forward. This January 6th illegitimate committee, which yesterday, you never let the facts get in the way of a good story, is the problem with this committee. The American people need to understand the way, this big item that came out yesterday of President Trump tries to grab a steering wheel. I literally laughed out loud when I heard that, because I have traveled with the president. I have been in the Beast. I have been in the motorcades with the president since 2016. There are barriers between the driver's compartment and the passenger's compartment. There is physically no way for the president.
David, hold on. You're telling me the president doesn't sit shotgun?
Doesn't claim shotgun.
I don't look. It's a serious allegation, so you have to take it seriously. But it's such a joke.
Is it a serious allegation? I don't know. So fine. I heard the story yesterday, and what does it prove?
Well, first of all, it's not. When I say it's a serious allegation, the mainstream media is making it a serious allegation, and it is a fraud on its face, just like the fake impeachments, just like the Russia hoax. We've been through this before, and the mainstream media thinks the American people are stupid, that they can just continue to force feed us these narratives. There's no Hunter Biden laptop story. Oh, oops.
Can't
2
talk
years
about
later,
that.
there
No.
is. This
Can't
is
talk about his
outrageous.
dad's
And in the
voicemail to Hunter
voicemail.
Biden in 2019.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden, by the way, with a Russian prostitute. We can't talk about that. David, that's all the time we have. Appreciate the expertise. Great having you on with us. We'll do it again real soon.
Thank you.